Good evening, Cato McEwen, part of Group 2C, TANS, Tom's Fans, and my two sections of our presentation on security payments and social media. So in both of those realms, really, we're looking at TANS in terms of Tom's Fans to try to promote the extension of Tom's corporate philosophy, and that is to be a socially responsible corporation. You need to be looking at ways of which you can make the world a little bit better. And from the founding of Tom's, the one-for-one philosophy of purchase a pair of shoes and Tom's will give one away. Tom's has really expanded upon that charitable giving to helping enable folks to be able to do that kind of purchasing for themselves and sustainable living and livelihoods through the online marketplace. And two of the most important C's when it comes to e-commerce marketing, from my perspective, are the communication and community aspects. You can do that in multiple ways, and we'll talk about social media here in a second. But so the security and online payments, your policies, your procedures, and your systems that you put in place as a corporation also communicate that philosophy. So Tom's would utilize online intrusion protection and detection and prevention systems, updated constantly to help prevent any kind of hacker attacks to begin with, and then the use of firewalls, encrypting the data that's stored on our systems, and using authentication and access controls procedures for not only employees but also our merchant partners will be a part of that process and policy. Also, a part of the policy aspect would be the opt-in options for customers to choose to trust Tom's to retain their data and help speed up their purchase process online, as opposed to opt out where Tom's would just retain that without asking, and it would be up to the customer to choose to have Tom's remove that. That's not really seen as a responsible avenue of approach from the TAN's perspective, and so we promote the opt-in policy. Not only that, but an additional policy for the security of online data of our customers would be to go ahead and delete data that isn't utilized over a 6-month period. If you make no purchases in the online marketplace, there's no need for us to store that data to help speed up those processes. So we go ahead and proactively get rid of it. And then you'd have to opt in again if you wanted to come back to Tom's. Hopefully you would. So all of this is to communicate a sense of trust and responsibility from Tom's and for Tom's with our customers, or Tom's customers. All these policies, procedures, and systems would have to be repeated by our online merchant partners. Tom's already has a mechanism to go and third-party audit our production facilities globally, and we do the same for online merchant partners. Finally, the acceptance of alternatives to the use of credit cards, and that credit card data is really what the hackers are after. So if you don't use it in the online purchase process, then you have a little bit more layers of security for your customers. And so we would accept all payment alternatives to include PayPal and Visa Checkout, MasterPass, among many others already identified in our paper. When it comes to social media, I mean, Tom's is already there. It's really tough for us to come up with additional ways. So we chose to kind of highlight a mechanism with which social media is utilized, and that is to promote contests and get the word out to help do those two C's that I highlighted there: communication and build community. And by communicating back and forth in social media and on multiple outlets of social media, because each user typically has multiple accounts across different platforms, you build that sense of community and involvement with your customer base when you have these promotions and contests. And so for us, for TANS, and our TANS fan page for Tom's on Facebook, which you can link to off of our website, we do that. We promote those contests. We ask for contest ideas, actually, is the first thing that we ask for. So to involve the fan base and to try to expand and promote that message of corporate social responsibility for Tom's. Thank you.